Okay. So you guys on YouTube, I was just going to head straight down to the south, but we picked up a go find the ruins mission. Hopefully it's just going to be full of zombies and we can just clear it out straight away. Black paint, we're on the lookout for black paint. And beer, keep the guys good and drunk. Have we tested all of these lads? No, now's the time to fix our retinue. So the recruiter, I think we don't need. Oh, sweet. I've even got another one. Okay. Minstrel, more renown. Tavern room is more likely. That's actually tempting because the renown can help us accelerate up the renown chain. Green screen is messed up. Oh, hang on. What's that? Is it that side? That side? What happened there? I think I bumped the green screen. By the way, lads, at a certain point, the Long War of the Chosen campaign is going to end. And we need to start thinking about what game we're going to play next. But hopefully it doesn't end anytime soon. Not exactly modern. I need to... I don't have enough USB slots on my PC. I need to look whether I can get a USB splitter, because I mean, if I do the cat cam, I'm going to need quite a few more USB slots. Faster, sickness, contract negotiations I don't like. Ammunition, no. Maybe we just go scavenger.
My liege.
Good
tonight. Will you come with me to
That's cool. Thank you for the sub gifts, my man. Oh, CK3. I don't know if we want to go down that rabbit hole. I can see that being a hell of a time sink. I kind of want to do something a bit more story based. Maybe. I can't remember if I ever finished my Deus Ex Human Revolution playthrough. Which is the first one? Mankind Divided or Human Revolution? Anyway, I didn't play the second one. Maybe we'll do that. Scavenger recovers tools and supplies. Why is Scout so good? Travel faster. Only for the travel faster. Oh no, it's got, well, Paymaster, how much are we paying per day? 201. So it won't actually it'll give us 15 gold per day off. I'm wondering whether the scavenger might actually have a higher economic benefit than we might think. Because recovers ammo, saves you money, and recovering tools, because especially on this map, we are really hurting for tools. Yeah, avoid, yeah. Increase the amount of trade goods for sale, like salt near salt mines. Considering the current ambition, this might be the one to go for. But if we're going to go for the trader, we have to stay in the south or at some city to get allied relations. What I really want is the bounty hunter, but we don't have any named or... Maybe cartographer, and then we can just spend a lot of time running around. Let's go scavenger, because remember we can replace the recruiter. I have a funny feeling I might actually want to up my renown. Okay, where are we going? To the west, around the region of Windlands. Let's go exploring. Hopefully it's just a hut full of zombies. Ooh! Interesting trophy got there. Sulphurous rocks, 2,000 gold. Deal. Cash money. What I really wish I had, and what I miss from doing my offline poacher's background, is being able to know what you're up against anytime you come to a ruin. That is amazing. How much are you paying us for this? Retrieve the artifact. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. I suppose so, Modern, yeah. You could maybe argue it's a tiny bit of a counter synergy between using Lash to hit the head, because then you get the full armor. But I think that's splitting hairs. Stronghold of the Perished. Oh, these missions are always annoying. They always make you go off to the other side of the bloody world. I think if we're gonna pick any city to be fully allied with, it should be Tananvela, because that has the Fletcher. So we can maybe get our hands on a hunter that we can convert. Newt. Nope. Lumberjacks can be great too, and I'm pretty sure if they convert, then their cost goes down. 6-star brother, but not the distribution we want. 49 and 1-star, range skill 1-star, 3 to 4, so 35 plus 4 is 39. Is almost 90. Oof, so close. Lumber. Also bear in mind, we need to do a bunch of trading, so maybe we just hang around these 3 cities for a while, because I can buy cloth here, I can buy lumber here. And those are some of the more inexpensive trade goods. Ah yes, and for this fight, we, without question, will leave the archers behind. There's an off chance that there's a necromancer, but it's probably just skeletal undead. The poacher background is bloody great. The hit to your inventory is noticeable, but I think it'll be less so now because you can just upgrade your cart that way. Stop, Raging Fury. I actually hope there's some vampires in here. Some auxiliaries, many legionaries. Okay. One of the best soundtracks, without question. Let's try something a little different here. Let's just maybe try to start emulating the way I see things going once I'm fully leveled. Flail dude will do extra damage. So these 3 are going to go around the sides, but then he may as well keep his shield. I mean, why wouldn't he? I don't know, Raging Fury, are you? Oh, there you go. Shield breaker, still around. For now. Please don't be a forest fight. Ugh. It's a forest fight. Ugh. Puke. Okay, well then we kind of have to just stay in formation. The cannons don't do very much damage at all against, because I'm pretty sure the cannons count as piercing armor. I think they do 35% of their main armor, so not a whole lot. Oh yeah, James has been with us 181 days, almost since the beginning. Jimbo, is James your lad? Okay, cool, we got a nice spawn. I think I might move back here, give myself room to flank these things. Let's do that. Concave formation, you say? What I want to do is just move back and have these guys run to the flanks. Which is basically a concave formation, as you say. Arguably in this fight, and once I've stockpiled a bunch of fighting axes, what you can also do is just give everyone fighting axes. Because these things, the big irritation is their shields. And I can tell you, when I've played Peasant Mob, and I've had 9 axe specialists on the front line, and I've farmed 9 fighting axes, you just crunch through shields, and your backline is able to just have a field day. So I would never criticize someone for going, you know, spamming shield specialist. So good. I don't have the space to do the maneuver there. Let them come. Let's see how they go. I do look forward to seeing what a two-handed orc flail can do against these things. Indeed, it's all about killing the pikes, and a lot of times keeping the front line with their shields up can actually be worth it. So I've got my two axes together though, so they're going to crunch through those shields pretty quick. It's especially satisfying when you have a peasant mob that all have axes, and enemies like this move forward and spend their AP putting their shield up. You just crunch straight through the shield and have wasted AP. Ah. Missed. I'm certainly going to try that concave formation trick the next time I have a bit more open area to play with, and moving about on forest floor is a bit of a pain. These things are going to start attacking this turn. They have Pathfinder. What the fuck is that? Come on, this is bullshit. As Arnie would say. Front line, taunt. Move forward, shield up, just keep these nerds busy. Yes. .63, good hit. On the subject of what games to play, we could do some Magic the Gathering Arena. I haven't played any MTGA for a while. But I've always been a free-to-play player, which is so hard. And the last time I actually enjoyed Magic the Gathering was when Phylactery Lich was still in rotation. That's M20, I think that was. Yeah, I saw Christopher Odd playing Monster Train. It looked interesting. Tainted Grail. I played a bit of Tainted Grail as well. That's got a lot of potential. It's not there yet. It's still in, you know, very much early alpha. But Tainted Grail is one to look out for as well. Although Factorio, now that Factorio is fully out, maybe it's time for a Factorio run. Ow, pikes! God damn it. Now tell me these bastards are going to act before him. No, they're not good. Although seeing this fight though makes me long for the fond memories I had of Damage Inc., the previous playthrough, where we had those two-handed Warhammer specialists. They would go around the flanks and just one-shot these guys. Well, they needed a killing frenzy for the one-shots, but they were powerful. Oh yeah, I actually got very far with oxygen not included, but I don't know if I would subject my viewers to another playthrough of that. Like, by the time I get down into the oil layer, like you're just juggling so many balls in the air at once, it just becomes a bit overwhelming. You're always managing heat, and then you're managing oxygen, and then you're managing food, and then there's carbon dioxide, and then they're just like, oh, fucking forget it. And then one duplicate drowns, and then you're like, oh god, just forget it. Yeah, but for the next game, I think I'll do something a bit more narrative focused. All I seem to play is these super long, tough games. 3 turns, 2 turns. Don't you fucking dare one-shot him. Oh, ow. That was a nice little hit of tools there. Shret and Hexen, how about no? That's a no from me, dog. Not yet, no. I've watched a fair amount of CK3. It looks great. Yeah, I suppose so, donkey. But let's leave the debate for the moment. I want to focus on this Long War of the Chosen campaign. I'm loving it. And what gets me a lot of times is, like, when a campaign ends, and mine isn't really anywhere close to ending, but when a Long War campaign ends, I'm like, oh god, I should have done this at this time, I should have gone for this weapon first, I should have done that, and then I want to start again. But the reality often is in when those campaigns come to the end, it's not because of just one catastrophic thing happening. Hey, Pebble Walrus, Pebbles Walrus. Thanks again for the more donations, you're very kind. Those campaigns don't tend to end, you know, in one big blowout disaster, although that does happen. More, it's like slowly somewhere along the line, something goes wrong. 450. Ugh. They're paying a good price. Let's sell a lot of stuff. You lads are the best. Very generous. Thank you so much. The long, slow goodbye. Absolutely. Check chemo. So they follow you, bloody peasant. Give me a cultist. Oh, hello. Hello. Quick is nice. 2 stars. No, we can do better. Nope. Nope. No. No. Right. Chemist mark. I mean, this mission took us so far away from civilization, it kind of wasn't worth doing. It took us so long to get out there and back. Please go away, goblins. I don't want to fight you. Goblins make very poor sacrifices to Davkul. Okay, we're up to 9 out of 25. Get in there. I think any trade good that's like less than 200 I should just buy. Or wherever I feel like I can afford to get a trade good. Let's get that ambition done. One thing's for sure, I could certainly have been more aggressive with trying to get the ambitions done. I think a lot of times I don't think about the knock-on financial effect of doing ambitions. Righto, tools, how much? 409, and what is that? Ceremonial season, buying and selling for 50 more. Damn, if I only had stuff to sell. 423, whoa baby. Give me a nice patrol mission, retrieve the artifact. This will be a hell of a fight. Let's see if we can do this. Most likely we're going to have to abandon this fight. This is nuts. Where is this? To the north. I think we'll hold off with the tools for the moment. Hell, it's so far away. I mean, we could clear out those hideouts, but if it's in a forest, I just don't want to deal with it. It's just such a pain. When can we start farming these necromancer circles? A plethora of armored Vidingangers. I think that's doable. We have the whips for it. Level 10, 10, 11, 12. We've got the front line for it. 83 accuracy, 61. I think it's doable. Especially once I get a second sword lance for AoE attacks. But if we do that now, then I have to go to a spot where I can get more. Should we give it a try? This is a hell of a big hit of XP right here. Let's give it a try, see how it goes. And let's try that. And I kind of want to try my formation out that we're going to run with eventually. Subtle difference. And one other thing I want to try. We'll have these crossbow lads in front, because they're going to get rotated out by these guys who are actually going to be in front. But if on the first turn they can move 3 squares and get a crossbow shot off. We're probably going to have to reload this, but we'll give it a try. Okay, so whip, whip, whip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whips should be plenty. Oh yeah, our resolve is excellent. And look at that, 100, and even so, I can even higher, 165, so plus 16 resolve to everyone. I just want to try having my ranged guys on the front line. It's probably not going to be great, because the chances I can move 3 squares forward and hit the necromancer is very small. 1, 2, 3, shoot. This is helpful though. 1, 2, 3. %7 chance. That never happens. What? 5% chance? Rolled a 1.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay! Zedog. My word, Zedog. Who hits a ghost with a crossbow? Who even does that? So Emery's going to go there. And then Kratox will rotate him out afterwards. You rotate... Okay, wait, so hang on. I don't have to rotate Marden out, because he's actually safe there. So then Mazuma can hold that bit of flank there. Yep. Yep. He moves forward and shoots. Sparrow 4 is the tank lad. I'm getting confused now with where everyone's supposed to be. You're going to be there, you're going to be there, which puts Sparrow 4 there. And of course Mazuma doesn't have rotation, because I'm a fucking idiot. So now I have to move up. Try to offset that lack of rotation. I've had an absolute pig's ear of this. Right, Emery. 18%. These ranged lads should have had bullseye by now though. I don't know if you can firebomb geists. My gut feeling would be no, you can't. That's fine, don't mind that. Okay, at least they can't scream this turn, so that's good. Righto. Oh, that would have been so good if you could have hit him. Please tell me Wolfgang has rotation. He does. Doesn't need it. Yeah, the flail's annoying, but I mean, if you get a bit lucky, it only rolls like 80 damage, 40 to 80. Not that bad. Oh no, Martin already went this turn. Now he didn't. Oh, use raise resolve. What's it called? Good boy. We need help on the northern flank. James, get over there. How can I not hit that nerd? Stobbie and Venthorn are right together here. Interesting. Yes, it is absolutely. It's great against ghosts, but I mean, getting into melee contact with a ghost ever is quite challenging. I think. But Emery, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's why. Okay. Getting swarmed. The fact that I can't hit that ghost is a seriously big problem. There we go. That's better. Conductive makes a good point. You would have only 5% chance to even hit them with a cannon. Zedog, you need to get rotated by Venthorn. This is fine. We're fine. Not fine. That helps. Okay, so Kratox will rotate, get Zedog out of there. Problem is Zedog is currently the only person who can actually hit the necromancer. I mean, Emery has to go run all along the flank. Ugh. It's going to take like 4 or 5 turns to do that. I think I'm better off trying to punch through the middle and get in range that way. This is always the downside of not having archers, because my archers could hit from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on, Venthorn. Martin doing work. Good lad. I think if I wait, I might be able to get a triple hit off there. That's scary. Are we? I'm glad we gave him that Lionheart potion. Okay, let's shoot. Let's go for the cannon on the next turn. No, close. Actually, that I was going to say it wasn't too smart because it's opened up a move and an attack. That Fallen Hero could have attacked. At 49%. Indeed, Martin, your lungs are good. And even more so with the cultist levels. The thing is, I can keep whipping a 30% chance. I think I'm better off switching and... Actually, reposting wasn't worth it because they're just going to scream at me. Damn, Mizuma, can you stop freaking out? Steel yourself for Davkul. Two out of 3 blocked. Excellent work up there. Does it even tell me what the hit chances are there on the... I think... I'm going to swap with Venthorn next turn. We'll do something next turn. God, these ghosts are a nightmare. I get that that's the point, but still. Oh boy. So if I taunt here, they will still scream at me. I mean, if one of these spaces were open, I could taunt and they would step into melee range, I think. We need to disarm. Oh, that's very helpful. Thank you, zombies. Yeah, they now get a huge accuracy bonus the further away they are. I think it's like 10 melee defense per tile. On top of the incredible melee defense they already had. It's kind of bullshit. Actually, Stobbie, you wait. Let Wolfgang kill these two and then you can start stabbing the fallen heroes. I mean, look, I've got 4 whip attacks this turn with a few stacks of fast adaptations, so unless we get quite unlucky. Nice la. Achievement, barrage. Kill multiple enemies with a gun. Nice. But just seeing that is 2 out of the 5 ammo we have on that weapon. It's pretty damn clear that we're going to need bags and belts. Without question, we need bags and belts. Oh, finally, one more to go. Come on! Honestly, Arbus is my MVP so far this turn. He's done work holding off that northern flank. These graves, impossible graves, have also gotten themselves in for a shout for MVP. Now, if this zombie doesn't raise, I want to see whether taunting this ghost will make it come into melee range. I very much hope that the answer is affirmative. Okay, so taunt doesn't work that well. Serpent skins, isn't it? Unhold skins. All the other ammo is unhold. No, okay. Cannons are awesome. Confirmed. Cannons are awesome. Huzzah! Bloody finally. Man, this was a lot harder than it needed to be. No! I can get him, Zedog. One shot. It only took 8 turns of faffing around until Zedog is like, right, enough of this shit. Well, we are going to try to get 4 ranged guys in total. I said 2 in the beginning, but let's go to 4. We'll have 2 gunners and 2 bowmen. Like in this situation, if I had 2 bowmen together with my gunners, I mean, I wouldn't have brought all 4 in against undead, but knowing that I'm fighting against necromancers, you leave the gunners, or maybe, I don't know, I mean, I feel like, actually that's a good question now, because you want the bowmen just to take out the necromancer, but then once the necromancer is down, the bowmen are not great. In retrospect though, on turn 1, if I had ran my front line forward 4 squares, it would have been the downside of the ghosts could scream at me from turn 1, but then my crossbowmen could have been in necromancer shooting range from turn 1. I probably could have stabbed there and then recovered. Oh, well. Board Warlock did incredibly good work with this pole sword as well. I think once I have a second pole sword. So Sugar, Necromunda does look right up my alley. It's like a more futuristic version of Mordheim. But I watched Carnage do a bit of a playthrough on YouTube. And I suspect it was a sponsored stream because he wasn't pointing out any of the bad stuff, like how brain dead the AI is and the bugs and the crashes that I've heard about. So I think with Necromunda I'm going to put it in that category of I'll leave it for a few months until it's patched and it's in a better state. Which honestly, and I hate to say it, that's kind of how I feel about a Mountain Blade Warband. Bannerlord, sorry. Bannerlord I think is in a better state, but needs work. Oh, hello? Oh!
And there was much rejoicing.
Oh! Oh! Ooh, that's a good dagger! God, that's a good dagger! That's a good dagger! Davkul provides. Prize Davkul. Oh. Grizzly Backstabber. An exquisitely crafted curved blade, notoriously used by assassins of the southern deserts, particularly effective against targets already debilitated. So it's a legendary Katal dagger. 36 to 54 damage. 54. That is a noble sword damage. 20 to 70, which is standard. The weapon skills build up less fatigue is very nice. Oh, the less fatigue is amazing. So if I normal attack with it, that's 4 fatigue per attack. Holy shit, so... Wow, what a dagger that is. Now, the thing is though, so we've got 2 dagger lads. Ventorn and we got Stobbie, so Stobbie has better stats. The thing is though, the Rondell dagger with puncture is still the way to go against armored targets. So death blow inflicts damage to hit points of which your return can ignore armor. Inflicts 35 damage to armor. 33 more damage against and ignores additional 20% armor of targets that have been dazed, stunned, or trapped. Okay, so against the disabled enemy, costs 3 AP, 3 fatigue. So I'll be regaining fatigue just by using stab. Oh, that's great. And Deathblow I can use 3 times. And 6 fatigue, is that all? Oh, because it's already using that last line. Whoa. Man, that's great. Well, I mean, now you can almost make the argument that these ranged guys, just because of that weapon right there, that alone, almost justifies having the ranged guys just quick hands and throw nets and pots and stuff. Holy crap, that thing's amazing. 20 to 40 straight through armor. Problem is though, I don't actually have any lads yet that are mace specialists, and I don't think I will. I think we decided to go for flails instead. Vermintide in space. Oh. Yeah, the fact that it doesn't have puncture kind of sucks, but when it comes to fighting organic targets, like spiders or nachtzers and stuff like that, it's going to be absolutely nuts. The thing is, I need quick hands now. I need quick hands for throwing pots and nets and disabling and stuff. So Marden's a good option for that. Oh, Dark Tide, that sounds familiar. I think I've heard of that. Okay, how about this? So, what I was planning on going for was two-handed flail, sword tank, dagger, two-handed cleaver, so that I can take advantage of the two-handed cleaver that you get out of the ice cave. But I think it's not just how good Katals are, but how insane this thing is. Let's go for a two-handed mace user in the middle here, because he can use that two-handed stun for 2 turns. And then even if you have 2 guys with Katal daggers, he stuns that guy, then this lad has 2 turns to kill him with Deathblow, but he won't need 2 turns. I still think in some situations you're going to be better off using puncture. But that is the sexiest weapon. That's one of the best weapons I've ever seen. The best we ever saw was still that two-handed mace, a two-handed hammer that we had in Damage Incorporated, where we were doing 300 armor damage in a single hit. I can take Ice Cave Guy with this lad, 93, 45. I can take a bunch of potions, just kill Ice Cave lad. So 36 to 54 times 3. It's 108 to 166. It does conductive, although, you're right. I think it would depend on the target. If you use the normal attack, that does a lot of damage itself, and then Katal Guy, or Stobbie, can deathblow the person to death, almost certainly. Does poisoned oil do anything against the ice cave? I don't think it does. So, can I just point something out? Taking on that fight was just randomly on a whim, and we got some of the best rewards ever. You love to see it. You could, but the Ice Cave Guy would most likely break out of the net on his first attempt. So we took a loss on those bits of cloth, but I just want to get them out of the inventory. Wait, Zedog's going to be a light armor, lads. I think this kettle hat's actually superior. 47. 46. Is that even worth it? Well, these round helms do look quite a lot better as well, and the way it looks is quite important. Cannot underestimate that. I think what I want to do for Ice Cave is we'll take Stobbie, we'll go Dog, we'll go Poisoned Oil, Net, we'll drink Iron Wool and Cat Potion and a Fatigue Potion. And that ought to do it. I really want another Sword Lance though. I think we finish up this mission and we head south, go buy another Sword Lance. Bill Warris, you fight an undead barbarian guy who has a two-handed cleaver, and he is terrifying. He doesn't have Overwhelm, no. I experimented a bit with Overwhelm in the pre-season to this campaign, and I was underwhelmed by Overwhelm. That's not bad, it's just not great either. Hello? 311 for 15, that's really good. But sadly, we're not in the market for that right now. I can't afford that. Okay, Shrats, yep, fine, I don't care. I still think a two-handed mace is the best way to fight the Ice Cave guy. Lower his damage output. Yeah, exactly, Donkey. I agree exactly. Okay, that's a lot of our money. But Northern Doggos should not be turned down. Somewhere's got to give me a good price. Probably Windfest. Armor ignored damage route. So which weapon did you use? Raging Fury? It's just, I think if I were to use Puncture, it would be hugely demanding on the old fatigue there. 200 Scimitar. What's the armor ignore? The 200 Scimitar isn't, it's okay against armor, it doesn't ignore armor. Or so I'm missing something, what do you mean? Oh, the bleed, right. He does have resilient though, doesn't he? He doesn't take a lot of bleed damage. Okay, that's got to be sold, that's got to be sold. Doggos. Well, look, mate, I'm not criticizing. I've tried the Ice Cave once and I got wrecked. I got absolutely wrecked. I think let's keep power leveling the ranged lads, especially Emery. Emery's got brain damage, doesn't he? But I don't have enough money here. Do I need plates and rivets? Yes. Although 610 is more than I really need to spend, so. These little bits of leather padding. It's only 10 extra armor, but I mean it doesn't weigh anything, so really good. Well, remember, all of these are just sacrifices. Let's get over there. Thing that I can craft right now. I'm trying to think why the Cultists are so bad at making money. I imagine it's because their fame is so bad. Retrieve the artifact. So this is one where we're going to leave the ranged lads behind, certainly. Sword, flail, dagger, dagger, flail, sword. Well, best lad, I think probably Mizumo, because as you can see, his melee defense is bonkers. He's quite tough. Fatigue could be better. The melee skill is average, but for a tank, that's exceptional. Stobbie, you can make an argument, is my best lad. He's got comparable numbers. Slightly more fatigue, but for me, unfortunately, he's not as durable. But 93 melee skill, 45 melee defense, but I mean, what makes him... I shouldn't count the weapon. Mizumo is still earmarked for sacrifice. He's going to have to be, because he's the highest level. He's chosen. One more level, he becomes a prophet, which is terrible for us, because I don't want my guy on the flank using the AoE increased fatigue. I need Marden to be the prophet. Okay, YouTube folks, take a little break. When we come back, let's go take on this fight here. See what it is.